Terry Willingham, founder of the Bossy Beauty brand. I hope you're having an awesome day today. I'm coming in here early because today I have to go to a funeral. I don't know what I'm doing exactly tomorrow, so I wanted to get my live video in this week, my live training, because I try to do these trainings in here every single week, and I got a good one for y'all today. Now, some of you may have heard part of this. If you participated in my VIP chat training I had a month or two ago, some of you may have heard of this, but I've got some new twists to it, so you're gonna wanna listen because I'm gonna teach you how to not only reset your algorithm, I'm gonna teach you a pro tip on building an exclusive friends list that's really gonna help you if you're not doing this. All right, so let's get started, because one of the things you can do is look at your last few posts, the last few posts that you made, and see what your engagement was like on them. Did you get a few likes, maybe a heart or two, or how many comments did you get? Was there over 10? Like, figure out how your engagement is going, because what I want to teach you to do is going to get your comments up to over 50 every time if you do it, if you really buckle down and do it. So I did a test. Some of y'all have heard me say this before. I did a test when I first started this. I had almost 5,000 friends. I was just a very few number from the 5,000 max out. And so I ran a tool that would tell me how many of my entire friends list had been engaging with me for the last 30 days. Like that, and by engaging, I mean they were liking, they were commenting, maybe they were with me in Messenger. Out of all 5,000, you know how many it was? It was 400. That means there was 4,500 people not seeing a single thing that I was putting out there, even though I was diligently working on crafting my posts and my messages and everything that was going out there. So how can we fix that for you? Okay, first thing you got to do is you got to adjust that friends list. Like, you need to delete people that have the gray square of a head. That means that account is no longer active and they're just taking up space. Get rid of those. You need to think about it this way. Delete people who maybe you don't really are not part of your target market anymore. For instance, if you were in a different business, maybe a year or two ago than you are now, like I was when I first started network marketing, I was in a totally different business, and I made friends with a lot of people that they're no longer fit for what I do now. So I went through and cleaned a bunch of those people off because, it's not like we were true friends. We were in business together and, business acquaintances. So I got rid of those. So I freed up a lot of space doing that. Now, you can whitelist, Uncle Fred and Aunt Mary. You can whitelist people like that so that you don't have to take them off ever, because of course you want to keep your family on, but you need to rebuild in a strong way that friends list that's in your targeted avatar. All right. It's very important so that as you adjust this algorithm and you get this going, the right people see your message. That's super key. Now, I'm going to give you a quick pro tip on building, as you're doing this friends list. Like, you need to be adding at least 5 targeted people every single day and engaging with them in Messenger. I've trained on this before. You can go back and watch some of the ones. But here's a tip. When you want to build a super special list for your prospects, and a super special friends list for your customers, and maybe a super special list for your family, when you build an actual targeted list for just these specifics, that means that when you want to post about, say, your business opportunity to prospects only, you don't want Uncle Fred and Aunt Mary seeing it or other people seeing it. You can pull up just that friends list and you post to that, and only those people on that list will see it. And it's also a good way when you have prospects, you pull up that list and you go into your feed, you can comment and engage with people who are on your prospects list. Works the same for your customers or your family. If you have something that only special families should see, you can post it straight to the family list. So how do I do that, Terry? How do I create this list? All right, here's what you got to do. Take good notes, because you got to listen. It's kind of tricky. If you're looking on a desktop, to the left, I don't know if you're seeing left, but it's my left. To the left, there's a list there. The first thing up there is friends. Don't click on that. That does not work. You need to go where it says see more, and scale down till you see where it says friends list. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for friends. You're looking for friends list on the left side. Click on that, and it will take you to an option that says create list. When you create a list, you can name it prospects, customers, the super whamma jamma people I want to recruit. You can name it whatever you want to, and add people into those lists. You have your list there. I have like 4 or 5 on mine. And then when you want to just use those lists, you click on that list and you work with that. And then you can click back to, all public or whatever when you want to. But that allows you to engage and work with just that group of people. All right, so that's a really key thing if you want to build a big business to the right people. You want them seeing your message. All right, so let's talk about this resetting this algorithm. Now, this is what I did, and it really, really, really worked. And yes, it will take you a little bit of time, but if you buckle down and commit to it, it works, and then it continues to work. Like I don't have to do this anymore. It just keeps working. All right, so to start out, for 30 minutes before you post anything, you need to be in your Facebook friends, in your feed. You need to be commenting. You need to be engaging with people. You need to be going into Messenger like for 30 solid minutes. Work, do it, and keep doing it. Then you make your post. And then for 30 minutes after, you continue to comment and engage and get in Messenger and talk to people, because that tells the Facebook algorithm that, oh, this person is like a super worker. Like they're just like really into networking with people and talking to people, and they're all about community. That tells the algorithm you're on it. Now, you don't want to post just anything like your biz op or something like that when you post. For this limited time, you're going to do things like ask engaging questions. And an engaging question, it needs to be related to you, but it could be something simple like, hey, we're taking a vacay. Where's your favorite place to go? Or, God, I'm so sick of cooking. Could you recommend something that you love that I could try? It needs to be something relatable to you. Like if you just say something like beach or mountains, like that's really overdone. And people don't respond much to that. But if you said, I'm trying to decide where to take our family vacay, you've now tied it to you. So that makes it relatable. You can do that for a day or two. You don't want to ask, weeks and weeks of that kind of stuff. You can also, after you've done that a time or two, put up a lifestyle post, maybe something of your family, something that people normally engage on because they see it as harmless and it's like your family and they'll say something about it. Put up a message about that and show a picture of your kids or something. That's a great way. During this time period where you're building the algorithm, you want things that people will engage on. And that's key, is if you throw up something about your business opportunity, that's going to kill it. That's not the way to do it. Not yet. All right? So you're going on. You've got to do this, y'all. The 30 minutes before, the posting, and the 30 minutes after. You got to do it for a good 2 weeks. And I know you're thinking, oh my God, who has the time? Well, you know what? Pull out that calendar and designate that hour, because it changes everything. Go look at my feed. My feed, I don't do that anymore. And I'll not post for a day or two, but when I do, I get comments back up, and it's because I have reset my algorithm. And once in a while, I'll ask an engaging question, and I'll get 250 comments or something, and it'll just keep going. Once in a while, I go in and I redo it, but I don't spend the 2 weeks. So once you buckle down and you do this, you will get it reset, and you can go forward, and then you can start to put up things more related to your business. Now, it's okay when you're asking these questions. If you want to ask something industry related, if you have a bunch of network marketers on your feed, it's okay to ask something like, what's your number one pro tip for somebody new in the network marketing industry? You'll get a lot of those people in there, but if you don't have any of those on there, you're not going to get responses. So you've got to cater your question around the audience that you've built into there in order to get this going. All right? So I've given you a pro tip. I have told you how the magic of resetting the algorithm, and I promise you it works, because I only go in every once in a while, and mine's still doing really, really well, and I did this a while back. So, and one tip, when you're doing your engaging question, if you watched my hot tips for what's working with the algorithm right now, you know that if you just put up a picture with the words on it, it's not going to work. You've got to use the Facebook background and ask your question. That's really key right now, because the algorithm is liking that. So use one of their backgrounds and type your answer. All right? All right. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope you have a magnificent day, and I will talk to you soon.